All right, hey everyone. So you've been diving deep into the world of cryptocurrency lately, right now.
Yeah,
Well, we've got a fascinating snapshot of what's happening right now in Bitcoin.
absolutely.
We've got some recent news from Reuters about some big players increasing their Bitcoin ETF holdings.
Huge E-players.
Yeah. And of course, we always like to take a look at the market overview.
Of course, yeah.
Bitcoin, Ethereum, the big ones.
Got to keep an eye on them.
But get this, while some cryptos are, you know, dipping a bit today,
Will, but yeah.
institutional investors, they're making some big moves that suggest
Big moves.
that they're feeling very bullish about Bitcoin's future.
Definitely bullish.
So first things first, Bitcoin, it had a huge orderly price surge, like 47% in the last quarter of 2024.
It was massive. Yeah, that was really something. And I think it set the stage for what we're seeing now with all these big institutions jumping in.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a seal of approval almost.
Yeah.
Bitcoin's not just this fringe thing anymore. You know, it's becoming a legitimate investment.
So let's get into these specifics from the Reuters article.
Let's do it.
They're talking about a bunch of major players who have all significantly increased their Bitcoin ETF holdings just in the last quarter.
Huge increases.
First up, we've got the State of Wisconsin Investment Board. They've more than doubled their holdings.
More than doubled, which is...
This is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's a serious statement.
Then there's Tudor Investment Corp.
Oh, yeah, Tudor. They expanded to like 8 million shares.
8 million shares, valued at $426.9 million.
I mean, that's real money.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
All right, and then there's Mubadala Investment Co. It's the Abu Dhabi Sovereign Wealth Fund.
Sovereign wealth fund. So, yeah, they're not messing around.
They acquired 8.2 million shares.
It's huge.
That's even more than Tudor.
Yeah, it is.
And Hunting Hill Capital reemerged with a $131 million position.
They were quiet for a while, and then, bam, they're back.
And Reuters even mentioned that several financial advisory firms are increasing their holdings.
Across the board, yeah, it's like everyone's getting a piece of the pie.
Yeah. So all this to say, big names are putting serious money behind Bitcoin.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, these numbers are huge. What's driving all this? What's going on?
Well, it's hard to say for sure, but I think there are a few things at play. I mean, inflation is a big one, right? People are looking for ways to protect their money.
It's like their assets, yeah.
Exactly. And Bitcoin, some see it as a hedge against that, a safe haven asset.
And also, the global economy is kind of a mess.
Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty.
Wars, pandemics, climate change, you name it.
So in times like these, people tend to flock to assets that they perceive as safe.
And Bitcoin.
It's decentralized.
Not controlled by governments or central banks.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think that's a big part of its appeal.
Okay, so that makes sense. But how is all this activity affecting the market today?
Right.
Bitcoin, it's currently at $104,302.
So a little dip from yesterday.
Yeah, just a slight dip.
But Ethereum, on the other hand, is down a bit more.
It's at $3,283.39.
Yeah.
So a little more significant dip.
Yeah.
So what do you think? I mean, this is all really interesting, but how do we interpret these numbers?
Well, you have to remember, these figures we're talking about, they come from 13F filings.
13F filing.
Yes, filings, they give us a glimpse into what these big institutions were doing, but it's at the end of the last quarter. So it's kind of like a time-delayed look at their activity.
Interesting.
So while this data is valuable, it's also, a bit outdated.
Okay, so we don't know what they're doing right this second.
Exactly. Are they still buying? Are they pulling back?
Big mystery.
Big mystery.
So we've got massive investments on one hand, and on the other hand, we've got some, price fluctuations.
Yeah.
Are these dips just normal market volatility?
Yeah, that's the question.
Or could these big investments actually be a sign of something bigger, a larger trend?
Yeah. It's the million-dollar question, right? I mean, it's possible that the price movements we're seeing are just noise.
Just the market doing its thing.
Exactly.
But it's also possible that they're being driven by these, really, really large institutional trades.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Exactly. We'll keep watching.
So even with a few dips here and there, it seems like the big players, they're putting their money where their mouth is. They're really betting big on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something to keep in mind.
Absolutely. And keep your eye on these institutional moves. They often foreshadow broader market trends.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. So where do you think this is all heading? It's something to think about.
It really is.
It's an exciting time.
Yeah. All right, thanks for breaking it down for us.
You got it.
To all of you listening, thanks for tuning in to this cryptocurrency deep dive. Until next time.
See ya.